guys, this is Dusky Skydiver coming at you with another video today, and for this video we have a disgustingly amazing video and some pretty dirty plays to the end, to be honest. As you can see, I have the new Criterioin skin, however you want to pronounce that, and then I bought the new dance. I have the infinite dab and I have the true heart dance, which I both think that these three things are just one of the coolest things that you can get, or a couple of the coolest things that have come out in Fortnite so far. And this skin is absolutely amazing in my opinion. It looks so good. Anyway, we failed to pick up this shotgun, but we go ahead and come around and we go inside of the building. I can hear another player around the side somewhere. And let's go ahead and we'll break this chest, and then we open the chest, and what do we see? We have the SMG and the sticky grenades. Now, we go up immediately to go and grab the shotgun, but first I'm sorting out my inventory. Make sure everything is ergonomic and easy to get to. Now, I spot a player over here, and he impulsed away, so I wasn't too sure whether I should have engaged that or not. Seeing as though I was in a pretty decent position, and I also heard a player below by my feet. So I went ahead and I heard him. He ran inside, and he was literally just camping at the door, and I knew if I went out, I would just be annihilated. So I came around the back, and he wasn't there. He'd moved off. So I could hear him moving up the stairs. He was sort of right at my level, right here. But, and then there you go, another failed play. But, hey, we get there in the end, and it is a very, very funny game. And I moved close to the ramp there, just to see if I could spot him coming around and up the ramp, which then I wouldn't have done that edit, and I would have turned the ramp back on him. I could see those dual pistols over there, and I really, really want them. And if you guys have been following the channel for a while, you'll know that I absolutely adore the dual pistols. They are so good in the game, in my opinion. They are just absolutely bonkers how powerful they are. You can drop a 41 damage shot with these pistols, and that's what I think is so insane about them, is you can take a guy down in pretty much 4 shots, so 2 taps of the trigger. And that depends on whether they have, you know, full health or not. But they do so much damage. You can see this guy over here, he sort of worked out that I'm here. He pulls out a minigun eventually, but we do get a couple shots off on him. I'm probably a little annoyed about that. And then all I can hear is just the minigun going off. Did quite a bit of damage to him. Place that wall there. I lost quite a bit of health right now, but go ahead and take off some of his health, some of his damage. And he jumps off, and I do like a switcheroo. I don't hit that shotgun shot, but it was pretty damn close to his head. So, you know, everything is getting closer, getting more accurate. Now, I can hear him up top, so I'm just like, okay, throw the stickies, and possibly, you know, deal some damage depending on whether he is there or not. Now, the third person in this fight actually appears, and he's gone. He was in that room right above where I was just then. He was in there. And he came down, so I dropped right down to the bottom, and now these two are fighting, and then they drop down to the bottom, and they're fighting again. So I'm like, okay, why not just wait, and we'll get the cheeky kill at the end, and see how that goes. Anyway, so he's right there. He comes around the corner, missed the first shotgun shot, and then the second one just absolutely ends him. He was using a tactical. Everybody knows that that is my favorite shotgun in the game. I prefer the tactical over the pump, as you can unload a lot more damage, in my opinion, at a quicker pace. And it depends on whether you're more accurate and you can hit those headshots with the shotgun, with the pump shotgun, then you should stick with that. If you can't, and you just want to rattle off shots constantly and be able to fire faster, and that's why I like to use the tactical, because I can just peek out real quick, and I can do it constantly when they won't be expecting it. So I go ahead and I grab the dual pistols, and I drop something in return. I think I dropped the pump shotgun, so I'm running a tactical and a tactical SMG, tactical shotgun. But I see that over there, and I don't have any materials at this point, so I start breaking this. Now, I really hate having to mine for metal, because it is a pain. It takes so long. Anyway, so we build up, and I really do like the drum gun. It is really, really OP in my opinion, and you can just nail people. I think the changes that have been made with all of these ammo, all of these separate guns that don't have first shot accuracy, I think it's pretty decent, because they're sort of good in that medium range combat area where they can just unload, and they're just so good. They pretty much hit every bullet if you're at the right range, and they'll just unload an amazing amount of damage, because the ones that have first shot accuracy generally have a wider spread, and you have to be sort of at a longer range where you can take shots particularly and meticulously to hit and take players out. And that's where they benefit, sort of the longer ranges. And then you've got sniper rifles, which are sort of extra long. But anyway, I drop it here for the normal green AR because I wanted that first shot accuracy. It's a little bit more beneficial if I have first shot accuracy. So I'll go ahead and pick up the AR just because I have a Deagle at the moment. I have a legendary Deagle, tactical shotgun, tactical SMG, and that does make for a pretty dangerous set of guns. Anyway, we can see the storm is coming in, so we're running off down out of Haunted Hills and on into Pleasant Park. And there's actually a really funny play. I kind of avoid, like, completely go unnoticed by this Omega, which normally doesn't happen. But we go ahead and we're running on down into Pleasant. And yeah, it's a very, very funny game. I hope you guys are enjoying this content, and please, if you could, give it a like and maybe even a subscribe if you are enjoying these videos. And you know, go check out the channel, see what else you might find. You might find a video that might apply to you, might help you in any way. We do some educational commentaries that are somewhat useful. It may depend on the player and the play style, but we'll go ahead and we will finish up with this video. So, first of all, there is a Omega that just runs out, grabs his gear, and legs it. So, I'm tailing him. I don't want to get spotted by him, so I'm sort of ducking between cover, just making sure that he doesn't turn around on me and see something. As you can see, he just turned around just then, and being a little bit sneaky, getting our sneak on. Storm has stopped, and we're waiting to move into the next circle, the next ring. Damn, this skin looks so good. All the colors are just crazy good. So I'm tailing this guy. I'm amazed that he didn't see me just then. But he's picking up traps now. But I'm thinking about whether I should do it with a tactical. But then as he goes over the brow, I'm sort of like, I wouldn't have gotten in enough damage there, and probably would have taken quite a bit myself. Anyway, he's right there. Deagle shot, does 70, and then finish him off with the AR. And that is why I like the Deagle, because you can just bang, take off 70 health, and then finish him off with the AR or the shotgun or whichever one. Now, these emotes are legendary. They, like, in my opinion, they are so cool, and I really do like them a lot. Now I'll go ahead and take the blue drum gun over the green AR that I have, just because I want to be able to fight people at a slightly closer range, seeing as though I have that hunting rifle which will deal damage at a longer range, and then as they are healing up I can get closer, and that's sort of the strategy and the goal that I'm going with that. And we'll go ahead and run up over the Tilted Towers. The circle is sort of on the border of Salty Springs. That's not Salty Springs. Haunted Hill. No, not Haunted Hills. Shifty Shafts. That's the place I'm thinking of. Shifty Shafts, and it is on the border of Shifty Shafts. So I have to get all the way over there. As you can see, I'm just checking for players. Don't want to get snuck up on, just like myself. I mean, a bit of karma there if that did happen, but it doesn't. So we're building up over the top of Tilted. Got to collect some resources as well. Pretty low. Pretty bad. That guy did have 700 wood though, that I gladly took, and a couple of good weapons, and that's a pretty damn good upgrade in my opinion. So we'll go ahead, build up, see what's up over the top here, and when I get up I see that person over there, and I'm like, wait, I could kill that guy, I could just knock him out right now, but luckily he launch pads away, sorry, jump pads away. And there's a funny ending with a jump pad at the moment. So I'll go ahead and pick that green AR back up just because I want the better accuracy at the longer range. And actually I spot the minis over there, so I'm like, hey, why not just use those? And then I realize that there's 4 of them there. So I drop my green AR, sorry, my SMG. There we go. And then all I had to do was sort out my inventory and I was off. And I just wanted to build out over here. Building out. Now I could have gotten shot down right now, but I had jump pads, so I wasn't too worried about dying to fall damage. Now I did kind of mess up here a lot, as you can see. And then I'm sort of like, hey, you know what, I'm just going to use the launch pad. I'm taking too much damage, so just use a launch pad, get right on in. Really useful piece of equipment. Probably should have had it for late game. Would have made my life a lot easier. But as you can see, I see a player, and I start immediately getting shot at. Now, as soon as he throws that sticky out, I am building away from that because the second one will explode almost immediately after that. Now, I'm building like that to box myself in because he doesn't I don't think he'd know where I am at this point. And then he immediately gets lit up by 2 other players. And they're teaming. So obviously he dies. So I start bandaging. I don't want to have to deal with 2 players. That's rather annoying. And as you can see, they start running away. So I'm going to go ahead and put my shields on now because I know that that makes noise. And I really didn't want them to go ahead and hear me and want to come and take me out, because that would be a very unfortunate event. So what I go ahead and do is I pick up that blue pump and go pump tactical and use that strategy. But then I spot a grenade launcher over here, so I'm going to go ahead and take that over the pump, as it is more useful in my opinion. Do a little jump switch position in the inventory slot. Go ahead and grab this mushroom while I have the chance. It is a little bit of a benefit having the mushrooms. I do really enjoy having the benefits of mushrooms in the game now, and they, in my opinion, are very, very nice to have. And I really hope that they don't take them out. I mean, I'm not saying that they will, but it's great that they've added them in, and I do hope that they maybe add some more variants into the mix, like wildlife, or maybe different healables that you can find that will do different things, or make ones that are less powerful that you can find more regularly, which would be very, very good to have. Anyway, I'll go ahead and build up onto this hill as I can hear people up over the towards the bottom of this hill. I spot that there's a chest here, so I'll go ahead and grab that. That's a med kit, so I now have 2 med kits. I had 1 originally. Go ahead and try and shoot this guy out. Do quite a bit of damage to him. 3 hits, 4 hits. Try and take him out with a hunting rifle, like a little worm. And right as I fire, this other person comes on in and steals the kill, in my opinion. And then I hear a person building up onto where I am. So I go ahead and ramp up. I'm not too sure where he is. I can hear him around me. So I'm just gonna wait it out, see if I can spot him, see if I can find him. Go ahead and edit my ramp so I'm in a bit better of a position. Use my third person camera to see if I can scooch peek around the side, see if I can see where he is. Unfortunately I cannot, so I'm going to remove this tree to see if I can spot him behind the tree. And no, I didn't spot him behind there, so what I go ahead and do, because I didn't want to see if he was under my bridge or if I mistook him for something, so I'm just going to go ahead and edit my ramp back up so I can get back up into the area. And then I'm going to use a jump pad all the way out so I can get behind these people and not have to worry about it. But I did spot that person go down. That person plays a very big role in the end, as you will soon come to see. But I go ahead, launch pad out, didn't want him having to fight me as I went down the hill, or staying up there and then shooting me, so I just quickly use the launch pad, just get out of there, not have to worry about it. And then all of this excess loot is just lying here, so I'm just like, awesome, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna take this. Now I don't like heavy shotguns because they're just like the pump shotguns, so I just left that, not messing with that. There's a person up on the hill. Now I do spot this fellow, he edits out, so I go ahead and take a couple pot shots at him, get the right angle. Go ahead and edit up. Now I spot that there was like a little gap in there, and it's sort of a very very awkward place to put a box. So I'm like, okay, why not just check? And I spotted that there wasn't anyone in there, so I just like, awesome, let's just camp here for a second. We're in a circle, everyone's moving in, don't have to deal with anything right now. I'm not on the greatest health. I was actually pretty low at this point, and really didn't have enough health to deal with this situation. Now what I should have done is place a trap on the other side of the box, as you'll soon learn. But I do have those medkits, so if the storm comes, then I'll be able to deal with that. Now, as you can see, there are 3 people left, me and 2 other players, one of which is right above me, and the other on the other side of the map, moving right into the circle, probably on really good health, and able to move right in. Now I'll see if I can get that third person view. That other player, where is that other player? So that other player was literally sitting right by me. I could have edited that wall. Actually, no, I couldn't. Sorry, I couldn't have edited that wall. But she was sitting right beside me. So I'm going to go ahead, switch back to my own gameplay. And I didn't realize this at the time, but I could hear her and she was really, really close. But that makes sense now. She was right behind there, camping the same way I was and just waiting to see if she could get the cheeky little kill. Didn't want the other player to work out where she was. So, I mean, decent play. And having the most health to go into the final fight with is a very decent way to deal with the situation. But in her case, she didn't realize that I was right here, so I think she was going to try and wait it out and then get to that 1v1 situation. Now at this point I didn't want to take any storm damage, so I'm going to just drop straight down. That did take a bit of damage off of me, but I did quite a bit of damage back to her. She's pretty low. Go ahead and build up over the top of her. If she shoots me down, I'm able to wall up again. There's another player up on top of the mountain shooting me out, and I really didn't like that. So I'll go ahead and build out and around. Keep myself at the high ground. Now I wasn't too worried if she shot me out because I wouldn't take any full damage from that. Warm myself here and make sure that I am aware of where the two players are at the moment. Start using my med kit. Don't want to have to deal with it. I'm pretty low in health. I'm about 15 health right now, so, and I only had about 20 shields, so you know I'm pretty much one tap. And for some reason she didn't actually hit me with any of her bullets right now, and that's pretty astounding at this point. But we'll go and keep with the wall. We'll do some damage as I've used my med kit now, and just try and take her out of the game. As you can see, I did quite a bit of damage. Those gold numbers are ones that I actually hit her with, and then the blue ones are shield. So done quite a bit of damage to her. She is really hurt right now. Go ahead and just aim straight through. Now I don't know how much health she had. That grenade just narrowly missed going straight in. That would have ended that fight and made it so much better for me later on. But anyway, she didn't die. She's up there. She launch padded out, jump padded out, and didn't actually die. So my theory was that the grenade would go up and then come back down on top of her, but clearly that didn't work. So I tried to get one right in the gap and narrowly missed that as well. But we'll go ahead and ramp up, around, and over. She isn't in the circle. This guy isn't in the circle. They're all shooting at me. I'm trying to jump pad in. Clearly can't right now, but get that one off. And that puts me right inside the circle. That person's coming up on me. As you can see, she's right there, ready to take me out. And she jumps through, and then I get this wall off, and she's trying to take me out. She's going up on top, so I'm like, okay, edit right out, build up, little one by one, separate myself from the affair. Now, as you can see, that person was right up on top of there, and good plays by her trying to impulse me out, but if that second impulse, it missed me just by a mile, and she died to the player above, so I was so thankful for that. But then this player starts pushing me immediately, so I'm like, okay, let's get under the tree, get that med kit, and try and hide away from her. We'll edit that wall up, edit this one down, and go and put this med kit on for that extra 25 health, so that I am in a better position. And I was astounded that she didn't actually kill me, but I didn't want to place a floor above me because then she'd know I am right there. And as you can tell, she's right there, so I'm jump padding up. Missed that one, but I get this one, and now I have the high ground. And as I told you in previous videos, trying to block her off with a flat piece didn't work too well, but then I place a launch pad, a jump pad, and that sends me and her flying out of the storm. She doesn't seem too focused in actually taking shots at me, and we get the win, the victory royale, hitting it off with the infinite dab and then true heart. Now, this was probably one of the funniest games I've had so far, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and the commentary I've done. So please have a great day. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.